بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد صلى الله تعالى عليه وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. رب زدني علما. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألا إن أولياء الله لا خوف عليهم ولا هم يحزنون الذين آمنوا وكانوا يتقون. وقد قال رسول الله صلى الله تعالى عليه وسلم الخلق عيال الله فأحب الخلق إلى عياله أو كما قال عليه الصلاة والتسليم. بارك الله لنا ولكم في القرآن المجيد ونفعنا وإياكم بما فيه وآيات وذكر الحميد. My beloved Pir Bhai Khwaja Sayyid Muhammad Nizami, my dear respected elders and distinguished speakers, ulama ikram, brothers and sisters in Islam, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I bear witness and testify that there is no God but Allah and Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam being his final servant and messenger. All bounties are due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Lord of the worlds. Choicest salat and salams on our beloved master Muhammad ibn Abdullah alayhi salatu taslim. The topic that I'm going to discuss today is my beloved Pir Murshid Khwaja Hasan Nizami alayhi rahmah. Khwaja Hasan Nizami alayhi rahmah, Hasan Sani Nizami alayhi rahmah, was born on Friday the 15th of May 1931, and he made parda from this world on Sunday the 15th of March 2015. My beloved Khwaja Sahib visited South Africa approximately 20 years ago. Our beloved Hazrat touched the hearts and lives of hundreds in South Africa, Lesotho, Mauritius and Botswana. Hazrat's disposition was of such a nature, like our beloved Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that Khwaja Sahib influenced young and old alike. Khwaja Sahib made many trips to our beloved land, to this darkest part of Africa over the last 2 decades, and we are extremely fortunate to be connected with one of the last true Chishti saints the world has seen. Khwaja Sahib had received Khilafat in many, virtually all the Sufi orders. Khwaja Sahib was comfortable in many different gatherings and was a unique influence. My beloved Huzur was respected in all circles, irrespective of religion or creed. Khwaja Sahib sadly passed away in May 2015. However, Hazrat's legacy, teachings and influence will continue till the final days, inshaAllah ta'ala. Khwaja Sahib was one of the last true Chishti saints and a beloved of Hazrat Nizamuddin Awliya Mahbub Ilahi radiyallahu ta'ala. Amongst the hundreds of kitabs that Khwaja Sahib published and the thousands of murids that Hazrat had, as well as thousands that converted to Islam upon Hazrat's hands, Khwaja Sahib will fondly be remembered for the loving nature he had. Khwaja Sahib's compassion was unparalleled. Hazrat loved more for others than himself. Hazrat sacrificed his pleasures and endured difficulties so that others may be in peace and comfort. Khwaja Sahib will be remembered for the love he showed to one and all. Hazrat's character. Concern for Khwaja Sahib's own family and murids. Khwaja Sahib very often would forsake his own comforts and would hide his own pain to ensure that his murids and family are comfortable and taken care of. Many incidents come to mind where he would be late in the evening, and even though Hazrat was a diabetic patient from birth, he would ensure that all murideen and family and dignitaries would eat first. Only then would Khwaja Sahib partake of his meals. His dressing and attire. Khwaja Sahib was always immaculately dressed. Hazrat would not leave the house without his sherwani and yellow or white scarf. Hazrat would many times look at my dressing, and when we went for a function or seminar, and I'll be dressed in a kurta and with a jersey, Hazrat would give me his own shawl and jubba to wear. This impressed me upon the need to always be immaculately dressed, as this was the code of our beloved Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Hazrat's smile and warm welcome. Khwaja Sahib would very often greet visitors and friends with a warm and cheerful greeting smile. Hazrat would lengthen his salam. Hazrat would always be the last to withdraw his hands. Whenever one would greet Khwaja Sahib after a long absence, he would greet the person with a warm welcome and an embrace, and be the last to withdraw from that embrace. The Delhi Gaurav and Delhi Ratan. The Delhi Gaurav, which is the pride of Delhi, was presented to Khwaja Sahib by the government of India on the occasion of the 50th independence of India. This award has not been given to many people. It's the highest accolade that a citizen can achieve, and was presented to Khwaja Sahib, alhamdulillah. Another award given to Khwaja Sahib was the Delhi Ratan, the jewel of Delhi, presented by a group of lawyers and judges of Delhi. These professionals made an association and presented this to Khwaja Sahib for his outstanding contribution made to society. Khwaja Sahib's knowledge of tasawwuf and general knowledge. Khwaja Sahib's knowledge and insight into tasawwuf and mysticism was par excellence. Hazrat was called upon many a times to deliver discourses and answer questions in the field of tasawwuf. Khwaja Sahib was respected and revered amongst most sects in the Islamic faith and other religions as well. Khwaja Sahib's early training was under the watchful eye of our Dada Pir Khwaja Hasan Nizami alayhi rahmah was Shamsul Ulama, or the son of the ulama. Khwaja Sahib studied at the Jamia Millia Islamia in Delhi and completed his bachelor's degree there as well. Hazrat studied Farsi, Hadith, Fiqh, modern studies as well as languages, and was amongst the top in his class. Strong emphasis on character building and serving mankind. Khwaja Sahib was mainly concentrated on character building and islah, reformation of a person's character. Khwaja Sahib would assess each and individual temperament and ego and give them advice on how to remedy their spiritual weaknesses. In this way, through wisdom, Khwaja Sahib would reform his murids. Particular attention was paid to building character of individuals and driving his murids to serve humankind. Khwaja Sahib told me that Hazrat Nizamuddin Awliya alayhi rahmah taught us that if a man cannot help the people around him and serve mankind, then he is of no use in the community. Books published. Khwaja Sahib published many books over the 55 years that Hazrat was the judge and Nashin of the Shrine of Hazrat Mahbub alayhi rahmah. It is estimated Hazrat published over 300 books in his time, and Khwaja Sahib authored 3 or 4 books. Khwaja Sahib's most memorable book was Tasawwuf Rasam or Hakikat, Tasawwuf Fact or Fiction. Khwaja Sahib was also elated about after he published Fadil Fuad. Alhamdulillah, a few editions of this kitab were published. The Millennium Summit paper in Azan. Khwaja Sahib was invited in the year 2000 to the World Summit on Religion and Peace in America, where he was invited to give a talk in front of over 1,000 world religious delegates and leaders. Hazrat was asked to give a talk on music and religion, and he decided to give the Azan in front of all the delegates. Khwaja Sahib got a resounding standing ovation after the Azan and speech. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in His infinite mercy to elevate the status of our beloved Khwaja Hasan, Sani, Nizami and in this Urus, and also grant us the fuyuz and barakah at the shrine of Hazrat Nizamuddin Awliya in his Urs as well, and grant our beloved Fatima Zahra and her, in this Chalisa will be at the Urs as well. Grant a Jannatul Firdaus and grant Sabrun Jamil, especially to Sayyid by our beloved brother Sayyid Muhammad Nizami and his family. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Akhir da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen.